सुते भैरन दुर्मद शत्रु बधोदित दुर्धरणी जल शक्ति भूते चतुर विचार धुरीन महाई शरणागत वैरी वधूवर वीरवरा भयदायक रे त्रिभुवन मस्तक शूल विरोधि शिरोधित कामल शूल करे दुर्गि दुर्गितामर दुंद विनाद महुर मुख विकृत दिमकरे जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दनि रजतपर्वणि शैलसुते आई निज हुंकृति मात्र विराकृत धुरविलोचन धुन्द्रशते समर विशोषित शोणित बीज समुद्रफल शोणित बीजलते शिव शिव शुंभ निशुंभ महाहव अर्पित भूत पिशाचरते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दनि रम्यकपर्दनि शैलसुते 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 जय मां जय मां अम्बे मां जय मां जय मां जय मां अम्बे मां जय मां जय मां जय मां दुर्गे मां जय मां जय मां जय मां दुर्गे मां जागो 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 धूमावती माँ जागो 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 धूमावती माँ जागो 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 धूमावती माँ जय माँ जय माँ जय माँ दुर्गे माँ जागो 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 धूमावती 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 माँ जय माँ धूम 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 धूमावती माँ धूम 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 धूमावती माँ धूम 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 धूमावती माँ धूम 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 धूमावती माँ आजा माँ आजा माँ आजा माँ अम्बे माँ आजा माँ आजा माँ आजा माँ अम्बे माँ आजा माँ आजा माँ आजा माँ दुर्गे माँ आजा माँ आजा माँ आजा माँ दुर्गे माँ धूम 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 धूमावती 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 माँ आजा माँ आजा माँ अम्बे माँ आजा माँ आजा माँ आजा माँ अम्बे माँ आजा माँ आजा माँ आजा माँ दुर्गे माँ आजा माँ आजा माँ आजा माँ दुर्गे माँ रानी ने कल्याणी ओ माँ जाजो क्या जोग माया तू काली ने कल्याणी ओ माँ जाजो क्या जोग माया ओ माँ ज्યાં જોઉં ત્યાં જોગમાયા તું કાળી રે કલ્યાણી ઓ માँ જ્યાં જોઉં ત્યાં જોગમાયા તું શાંતિ જ્યાં જોઉં ત્યાં જોગમાયા તું કાળી રે કલ્યાણી ઓ માँ જ્યાં જોઉં ત્યાં જોગમાયા તું કાળી રે કલ્યાણી ઓ માँ જ્યાં જોઉં ત્યાં જોગમાયા वंश में वृद्धि दे माँ भवानी हृदय में ज्ञान दे चित्त में ध्यान दे भक्ति वरदान दे शंभो रानी वृद्धि दे सिद्धि दे अष्टनाम निधि दे वंश में वृद्धि दे माँ भवानी हृदय में ज्ञान दे चित्त में ध्यान दे भक्ति वरदान दे शंभो रानी अम्बे माँ जय माँ जय माँ जय माँ अम्बे माँ जय माँ जय माँ जय माँ दुर्गे माँ जय माँ जय माँ जय माँ दुर्गे माँ दुमावती माँ धुमावती माँ धूम 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 धुमावती माँ आजा माँ आजा माँ आजा माँ अम्बे माँ आजा माँ आजा माँ आजा माँ अम्बे माँ आजा माँ आजा माँ आजा माँ दुर्गे माँ आजा माँ आजा माँ आजा माँ दुर्गे माँ काली दुर्गे नमो नमः 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 जय जय काली 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 दुर्गे नमो नमः 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 शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंभो महादेव शंकर शिवा शंभो महादेव शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंभो महादेव शंकर शिवा शंभो महादेव शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंभो महादेव शंकर शिवा शंभो महादेव शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंभो महादेव शंकर शिवा शंभो महादेव शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंकर शङ्कर शिवा शम्भो महादेव शङ्कर शिवा शम्भो महादेव शङ्कर शिवा शङ्कर शिवा शङ्कर शिवा शङ्कर शिवा शङ्कर शिवा शम्भो महादेव शङ्कर शिवा शम्भो महादेव शङ्कर शिवा ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 शङ्कर शिवा शङ्कर शिवा शङ्कर शिवा शङ्कर शिवा शम्भो महादेव शङ्कर शिवा शम्भो महादेव शङ्कर शिवा शम्भो महादेव शङ्कर शिवा शम्भो महादेव शङ्कर शिवा कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
Namah Shivaya to all of you. Bless you. You're feeling good and nice? Actually, I must tell you, I always say कि I am a अनपढ़ साधु, illiterate बोलते हैं ना इसको, because I never read any scriptures. Let me tell you everything. I speak. That you have to tell them. Because let me tell all of you that I have not read any scripture. I have not read any scripture. But I speak with authority about the scripture. Am I crazy? No, I am not. Because I was told, don't read and meditate. I said, how will I find the truth? Then I was told, you be the book and you be the reader. Only then you shall find the truth. And frankly speaking, when I read, and it is not a duality reading, it is non-duality, it's a stage of non-duality. And the scriptures which are there outside, I'm sorry to say, I don't agree with what is printed now. That is why I feel it is so very important that the theology of the ancient time, you must all learn it. You must learn it. And what is being told to you that He is the God and you are the worshipper, I don't know, I don't want to comment that. He is the God in the temple and it is you. I will not say anything. Because I know one thing and I'll repeat again, आपको ध्याओ, आपको भजो, आप में, आपके राम, आप होकर रहते हैं. And that's how all the yogis, the Shiva yogis, they reach to the state where once they attain the realization, they all said, Shivoham, Shivoham. What is the meaning of Shivoham? Shivoham means I am Shiva. Aham Brahmasami. I am Par Brahma. If you are Shiva, you are Par Brahma. Why you are sick? Many people, they want to come near me because everybody knows that if they sit for a couple of days in the energy field, they are going to get cured. I don't know how they get cured, but they get cured. I don't do it. But it happens. Because the Father, He is known as many Swarupa, Lord Shiva. One of the form is Maha Mrityunjaya. And that is the sadhana. We all do it, all the Shiva yogis. It's a Maha Mrityunjaya sadhana. So not only you can heal yourself, but your energy field can heal every one of you. Do you understand? Now, I tried to read the scriptures, Puranas. Again I said, the theology, the beginning of Sanatan. Now, first of all, I use the word Sanatan, I don't use the word Hindu. It's Hindu. I respect Hindu. I respect Hinduism. But from where the Hindu name came, if you see the map of India, There was a foreign invasion. The people came, entered into India. The south side is the sea. They could not enter. They entered from north. And they saw people speaking Hindi. One of the language is Hindi. So the name became, they speak Hindi, they are Hindu. Yes, it's a matter of pride. But if they would have invaded from the sea, and that side is people of Sanatan, again I'm talking about Sanatan, they were Tamil. So probably, I wonder, the name would have been Tamilstan, like Hindustan. So, there is a lot of confusion, but again I am saying that the lineage starts from the Shiva-Yoga Sanatan. Now why I am using the word Shiva-Yoga? Because Shiva is infinite and Yoga is the process of merging with infinite. And that is the Sanatan. They all practice that, the Shiva-Yoga Sanatan. Because I went to certain countries, they said, they are Hindu, they are Tamil. I said, huh? What is it? And I could realize, because Hindu, when you say, you are talking about a language. And these people, they are also have respect and pride for their language. But if you say, they are Sanatan, they all agree, because it is the same. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? So that is why I'm using the word Sanatan. And when I say the country, the ancient time, it was, again I said, in Shiva-Yoga, we were said, Vasyudeva Kutumbam. So Vasyudeva Kutumbam means there is no caste. I have explained to you, Maharshi Manu never said Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya. So it is ignorance and everyone is talking. And Vasyudeva Kutum means there is no boundary of countries. There is no boundaries of language. There is no boundaries of religion. Like there is a tiger is a species, fish is a species. Human being is a species. And let there be unconditional love must prevail among everyone. So when I am talking about the teachings of Lord Shiva, I am not talking about a specific human being. I am saying the light. Because I say, you are also a being of light. I'm revising what I have told you. You all are being of light. And you come from infinite, and the very purpose of you to reach to infinite. I have some sadhaks from Nepal, and I would like to say I have a very deep connection with Nepal. Very, very deep connection, because in our Shiva-Yoga lineage, our masters, they were, so Himalayas, the Kailash, the Muktinath, Pokhara, and all that, this all, the Shiva-Yogis you will find there. And Shiva-Yogis you will find in South India also. In South India. The scriptures, they talk about Bhagavan Indra. Yes or no? Indra. I seek apology from everyone. There is no God Indra. There is no God Indra. If I see the Greek religion, there is a god called Zeus. And he has what? Vajra. So the Indra is introduced and the Yama is there. And there is a mention of heaven and hell. There is no such thing. Heaven and hell, as you are learning the sadhana of Shiva, heaven and hell is a state of mind. It is not some place like some country is there or something is there. There is no such thing called this. And then yesterday I said that the 5 mantras, and from the Paratpara Shiva, when I am saying Paratpara Shiva, is a Anandamaya Kosha. You all have 5 bodies. How many bodies? 5 bodies. Anandamaya Kosha. And the Paratpara Shiva, when he touched his right hand, right side of the body, the Pratham Purush, Lord Narayana, he appeared. They have mentioned about the color also, yellow color and all that. I don't understand why it has been mentioned, but it is there. In the left side, he touched, then the Creator, the Brahmaji appeared. And from third eye, it is the Rudra. Now this is a description of you all who are sitting here. First of all, Avatar Purush, they mentioned the reincarnation. So somebody, कुछ दिन कोई अवतार लेके आएगा, कोई अवतार लेके आएगा. Who is that Avatar Purush? You all are the reincarnation of God. You all are reincarnation. And God sends somebody to make you realize that you are the God in making. And you must continue your journey from finite to infinite. And in the moment you are infinite, aham brahmasmi. मैं ही पर ब्रह्म हूं, मैं ही शिव हूं, शिवोहम शिवोहम. So then another thing which the scriptures they say, now first of all, when I speak about Purana and when I say about the conversation, I would like to specify the conversation. One is the Vachik. I say something and you say something. You listen something, I listen something. But a human being, a living being with a physical body has 5 senses. But when you are a body of light, you are above those senses. So that is why in the Vedas it has been mentioned. The communication is a Vaikhari Pashyanti Madhyama Paravani. And another thing is the God realization does not mean, it is mentioned in the scriptures which I will not tell you, कि भगवान आए और बोला आँख खोल बेटा आशीर्वाद देना है. You cannot realize God in a state of duality. In a state of duality. Like you are sitting and the God is sitting in front of, standing in front of you. There is no such thing called this. It is something, a state of realization, state of higher consciousness. So I will never repeat those instances कि उसने तप किया. And there is another thing which is mentioned, that there was Devata Asur Sangram. There was no Devata Asur Sangram. Is only a battle of wits of Tamoguna, Rajoguna, Satoguna, and that Sangram it happens within every human being. It is not outside. Then there is another mention that the Asuras, they won over the territory of heaven and they chased away the Indra god outside and they became the king of that. And it's always a battle of kingdom. I will never say that. I'm not denying that because of obvious reasons. I don't want to cause hurt. But I cannot tell you this thing. Because the Devatas are one species and Asuras are another species, I will not say that to you. Because within you, the divinity, I will use the word divinity, not the Devatas and Asura. I will use the word divinity which is within you, and I will use the word the darkness which is within you. And a human being has the right to choose. You have the right to choose. Whether you choose the divinity or whether you choose the darkness. Whether you choose the happiness or whether you choose the sorrow. Whether you choose the good health or whether you choose the sickness. As you choose your clothes, that also is there. Now, there is a things written in the scripture that when the Bhagwan Indra, first of all, in Sanatan, I have a question mark about the Indra. But if you say about the Greek, about Zeus, they would be knowing better. But please do not misunderstand me. Another thing is, then the Indra, he went to Bhagwan Brahma. Oh, I have been dethroned. So Brahmaji say, let's go to Narayana. Then go to Narayana, and then Bhagwan Narayana, he does his Sudarshan Chakra and all that. This is what is written. I am not speaking this. Please understand. Because in the end, I'll say, I don't know. And then after that, the Lord Narayana finds the Asura is more powerful. Then all the team, they go to Kailash to tell Bhagwan Shiv, you do something. Then Bhagwan Shiv say, okay, make a chariot for me. I'll go make a weapon for me. And he goes and he borrows a Trishul and kills a person. Everyone is happy. I'm not going to say this thing. Because I always say that Lord Shiva is the phenomena of Nirguna, Nirakara. Lord Narayana is the phenomena of Nirguna, Nirakara. Lord Brahma is a phenomena of Nirguna, Nirakara. So that means the God cannot take a favor. God will never do a favor. So whatever is written, I do not know. Because it is not written in Vedas. These stories are not written in Vedas. These stories are not written in Upanishads. These stories are not written in Agam Nigam Shastras. These stories are not written in Mantra Shastra, Tantra Shastra, Yantra Shastra. Now there is a little bit this thing, aisa karoge ye fayda hoga, aisa karoge ye fayda hoga. There was a young man who was feeling very down and all that. And he said, Babaji, I've been doing Baglamukhi sadhana from last 10 years and I have not been able to achieve success. I said, Shakti sadhana, if you are doing Shakti sadhana, you should be Tejasvi. You have to be so radiant that nobody should stand in front of you. I said, for what, are you doing this sadhana because everybody knows? everybody knows. And there are many people, they go to Datya and all the Mahapitambara Peeth because they have an enemy. And some enemies are bothering them. So to destroy those enemies, there is a famous saying that you do the Baglamukhi sadhana. I said, come on. The goddess is Jagat Janni. She is the mother of all. Now, how many brothers, sisters you are? He said, we are 6. Very good. So will you go to your mother and will you give her so many gifts, and after that you tell your mother, come on, kill this brother because he is bothering me? Will she do that? He said, Babaji, how can you say that? If your mortal mother cannot harm your brother, how can the mother God will harm another person? He is also your brother. He said, socha hi nahi tha. I said, you know, why a person who is your enemy, is he enemy to all? He said, no, he is bent upon to harm me. So that means there is something wrong in you, that he is your enemy. He said, yes. I said, then this mantra, Sarva Dushtanam Stamman, this I will not speak the mantra. There is another mantra of Goddess Pitambara. Because we inherit this. So I said, please worship the goddess and request her that destroy all the avagunas which are my own enemies. Your limitations are your enemies. Your bad habits are your enemies. Your lust is your enemy. Your greed is your enemy. And when you sit for sadhana, slowly and gradually, they all disappear. And that's what it's a mention by Maharshis. Again, I said stories are made so that you understand. The Maharshis, they say that even the Narayana and Brahma, it has been told to them, the moment you have a Sakara Sharira, you have to meditate to ascend. And what is the meaning of ascension? The Tamoguna must convert into Rajoguna. Rajoguna to convert into Satoguna. And Satoguna, you enter into the state of Nirguna. And that is the journey from finite to infinite. And they all did it. So it is a mention to you that sadhana is important even for gods. So why don't you do it? Do you understand? If you have to rise, you must do it. Then I said about that Shiv Mahapuran. Now it is not a storytelling, for God's sake. People say कि कहानी सुनेंगे हमारा बदलाव हो जाएगा. Story सुन के कौन बदलाव होता है? In the villages, the people, they had a pastime. That time the TV was not theirs, and the priest in the temple, he would tell a story, and it's a nice conversation it was there. Now the electronic media has come, so it is now, it's again a storytelling is continuing, and people think that they are going to be transformed. उनको मुक्ति हो जाएगी, साधना से होगी मुक्ति. And that's what I said. Every day, the one knot of the bamboo would burst open, and the last one, that person, he got transformed into a divine being, a God being from Brahmarakshas. And again, I mentioned to you that this is the stages of your growth and ignorance. If the Muladhara is blocked, there is I will not go into detail, and Swadhisthana is blocked, there is a state. Manipura is blocked, so like that. And the moment it is open, Sahasrara, you are a divine being. And that is why it is been mentioned by everyone, even Lord Krishna. The sar of the Gita is sadhana karo. He is explaining to you the most misunderstood God, the great yogi, is Lord Krishna. And I will again request, please never believe that he married 1,600 ladies. He never did that. It's a wrong, somebody is spreading a wrong this thing. And what he wanted was to make you experience the nature, the flute, that was there, and the sadhana. The real Shiva Yogi, the great Shiva Yogi, was Lord Krishna. And his teachings, the sar of the Gita is sadhana karo. Sadhana karo. And that's what I'm telling you. And they say Krishna Leela. And people will go into attire and the men and the women. No, it is not Krishna Leela. I told you what is the difference between a karma and a leela. When you are performing anything with some intention, it is a karma, it's a cause and effect. You are going to get the effect. But if you are doing it with a pure intention, then it is a leela. It is not any intention is involved there. And that's what the Krishna Leela, Rama Leela was mentioned. So, are you all understanding? And another thing I would like to mention, that Bhagwan Ram, he was the reincarnation of Lord Narayana. He came. And why he came? Because the Shiva Ganas, the two Shiva Ganas, Ravana and Kumbhakarna, they had reincarnated. And again I will mention, for God's sake, do not tell them asuras. Please do not tell them asura. How can? They are the children of Maharshis. महर्षि कश्यप के वंशज, महर्षि विश्ववा के वंशज, वो कैसे राक्षस हो सकते हैं? जो शिव की साधना करता है वो असुर कैसे हो सकता है? Are you understanding? They were the great kingdom was there. They had a lot of power, but the only thing was there was an ego. There is a sadhana of two types. One is the sakam sadhana, where you want to achieve something. Like in Shakti sadhana, we do it. One is sakam sadhana. So I want to achieve something, so I'm doing it. And the moment I get it, my all sadhana is over. Because in return, I paid the price and I got it. Another is niskam sadhana, that I'm not expecting anything in return. Then what will happen? I am going to grow. That's what it has been mentioned by the Shiva Yogis. Lakshmi ki sadhana sakam karoge, to Lakshmi ke piche bhagoge. And then it is symbolic that goddess Lakshmi, she sits on the owl. Owl means the person who cannot see anything in the daytime. He is a blind person. Only in the darkness he can see it. This is symbolic. And the goddess Lakshmi also comes with the Narayana. Narayana is... So the wealth when comes to you, either it comes as a blessing or the wealth becomes the root cause of the destruction of a person. And a yogi, when he reaches to the level of Shivoham, that time he does not run after Lakshmi, but the Lakshmi walks with him. That means the prosperity and abundance, whatever he touches, that turn into the success and the gold. And that's what I'm teaching all of you. Every day, in every way, please become better, better and better. Another thing, Bhagwan Ram, there is a Ramayana written by a Maharshi Valmiki. Nobody reads that Ramayana. And then Tulsidas ji was with a devotion, he wrote Ramayana. But when I read the Ramayana, there are certain things, I will not say I disagree, but I will say I will not mention. First of all, a person who can be a son of a king, he can be a great yogi, yes or no? Like Gautam Buddha, वो राजकुमार थे कि नहीं थे? And then he left the kingdom to the forest to meditate, left in the hardship, and he attained the Bodhitva, yes or no? All the 24 Tirthankars, they were also the prince, and they left the first Tirthankar, a prince, he left his father's kingdom and went to Himalayas, went to Kailash, and he attained the Bodhitva, the Kaivalya, and from there it started. Similarly, Bhagwan Ram, who was the son of Dashrath, the king, now they say that there is a story, Kekai. For God's sake, I will not mention that. He left for 14 years. He was practicing the sadhana, whereas something is mentioned. I'm not going to mention that. Because even the God has to continue his journey from finite to infinite. And as a son of the king, it was the practice that they all have to learn everything. In the past, the ashrams were there, along with the teachings, along with that, the martial art was taught to all of them. And if it has been mentioned that they were young boys and they were taken to the ashram to kill the asuras because asuras used to attack, I will be silent on that. If it is written there that the Maharshis, they were doing yagna and the Rakshasa would come to destroy the yagna, I will be silent. There was no such thing. Bhagwan Ram and the Ravana was also a great yogi. So for God's sake, on Dashera day, please don't misunderstand me. नहीं तो लोग बोलेंगे ये क्या, क्योंकि किसी को बुरा बोलना होता है, बोले रावण, ये रावण का भक्त है, मैं शिव भक्त हूँ, और रावण भी शिव का भक्त था। तो उसकी भगवान शिव की जब पूजा करते हो तो वो शिव तांडव स्तोत्र क्यों गाते हो? सब गाते हैं। And Bhagwan Ram, he sent his brother, you take Upadesh Diksha. That means he said, he is like your guru. Learn from him, otherwise he will die and all the wisdom will go with him. So I want to straighten the scriptures. So please don't mention those things. Another thing is that in Shiv Mahapuran there is a certainly mention of Tripurasura, the three brothers, and they were meditating on Shiva. And it is very rightly written that they were looking after their praja, the kingdom, very nicely. That also is very right. And they become the kings of Triloki. I don't know what does it mean. And then they attacked the heaven. I don't know about it. And after that they chased away the Indra. I don't know about it, and I don't know about Indra also. Do you understand? So when I don't know, why should I tell you that? And then the Indra went to Narayana and said, please, you destroy them. I don't know. And then Narayana said, okay, I will destroy them. And he tried and he could not do it. I don't know. Then after that they came to Bhagwan Shiva and said, please, you destroy them. I don't know. Because these are the question marks. And anyone, and in the past, the longevity was the phenomena. But if a person has a physical form, he is going to go. He is going to die. He is going to death. In Shiva Yoga, we have no meaning of death, because death does not exist. It's only the changing of form from the physical body to turn into light. And all those who used to worship Lord Shiva, they turn into